myth, contrary to the way we look at it in everyday language use in the West or in the English-speaking world, myth is not something that is false. Myth is a story. Is how a society became aware of itself. I always tell my students that tell me a great civilization that doesn't have mythology, it's elaborate mythology. There's none. Because at the end of the day, this is where the spirit of a people resides. It's their myth. So I find these mythologies to be very important to study Yoruba history. I can argue that I've given a lot of weight to mythology, the same way I've given a lot of weight to material culture in my book. You cannot write Yoruba history without their mythologies. In fact, these are the transcripts of the experience. Now, what is important though is to apply the rigor of historical analysis, the same way that I will take a written document, possibly written in the 10th century or 17th century, the same way I will be rigorous in doing side source criticism. Criticize the author, figure out who is the author. What are the intentions of the author? What is the purpose for the creation of the text? I apply, so the same way I will use those same questions to analyze written documents, I use those same questions to analyze mythologies. And I look out for particular iconographies, particular references to the landscape, particular symbols to actually figure out the time when those mythologies were composed. Yoruba myths give us a lot of, Yoruba myths are historical documents. And what I've done in this book is to show that we can actually identify the time period when each mythology was composed. We can figure out who the composers were. And once you're able to do that, you can then therefore appreciate their historical value.